a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane in this.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Check smash, check smash. Dixie Maverick. Go.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Again, it's Achane. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. The Dolphins at 6-3 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got Booker. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's completion right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
70 Razor, 70, 19 Tiger, 19.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
One more time with Achane. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And right away he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Motion man is Schwartz. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down. I thought that was is key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Hey, lion.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. In motion, Slayton. On 2nd down, ETN once more. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go play action with Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And now they'll shift things around.
Trap 60, trap 60.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. In motion, Slayton.
Gun. Here we go.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They hand off to their big tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and 2. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
65 catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On the double. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. Start. Bronco leading.
Champ will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A give, running right, ETN. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He's almost at 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Devon Achane with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 30-yard line.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Lawrence will throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this returnable for Hill. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Get it! Liking 18!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this down to the 33. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
In motion, Slayton. Now Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Okay, break.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
19-yard
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Lawrence on third down. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence. Catch made by Slayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
ETN. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A carry here for the big tight end. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time
and got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth-quarter play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Go check, go check. Street, street.
They'll drop to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
11. 30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On second down, a run with ETN. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On first down, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Sink right open. Open. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Go, let's go. Sink right. 11.
On third down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.